Michael van Gerwen cements a place at the O2, is in the driving seat once again.
And Peter Wright moves on and has 1 foot in the playoff finals. And we will see Anderson on finals night.
We've travelled from Newcastle to the Netherlands, Belfast to Birmingham. Now the penultimate leg of our darting roadshow is Aberdeen. Phil Taylor and Dave Chisnell looking to seal semi-final spots, and Scotland's Gary Anderson trying to tame the world #1 mighty Michael van Gerwen. A very warm welcome to night 15 of the 2017 Betway Premier League, live from the GE Oil and Gas Arena. Tonight in the Granite City, our semi-final lineup will be set in stone. Opening up the night, Dave Chisnell against James Wade. Chisnell needing a big victory to qualify. Phil Taylor faces Adrian Lewis. A point for Taylor secures a place at the O2. Peter Wright faces Raymond van Barneveld. Wright vying for top spot. And rounding off the night, Michael van Gerwen against Gary Anderson. Van Gerwen finishes top with a win. Welcome to Scotland. Good evening, Aberdeen! By the end of tonight, we will know our semi-final lineup. Every match this evening has something riding on it. There's 1 or 2 Gary Anderson fans in here tonight as well, I can tell you. John Park, great atmosphere, great night of darts ahead.
Yeah, it really is a great night of darts.
Let's hand over to commentary. They're going to have to speak loud to get over this volume in this arena. Wade Marlon, Rod Stunn.
Thanks, Dave. Yes, Warren Marvellous, the master of speaking loudly. Well, it's a big way to finish, isn't it? Big way to finish the regular season in the 2017 Premier League, with the world champ and world #1 having to win to finish top of the pile. Otherwise, Peter Snakebyte Wright will finish in pole position after the weekly rounds. And that will add insult to injury for Van Gerwen, because last weekend Wright whitewashed him in the European Tour final, and now he could be about to pick his pocket for 25 grand. Good grief.
The playoff positions are not finalised yet. It's gone down to this, the last game, you said, Rod, of the league phase. Will he stay there or go for the 54? 36! As it stands, Peter Wright will be playing Gary Anderson, Michael van Gerwen, Phil Taylor in the playoffs. All can change. We shall see. Only time will tell. 1-0, Michael van Gerwen. The partisan crowd not liking that.
No, that was greeted with a cacophony of silence.
Very good.
Previous meeting in this year's Premier League was right at the very start of the competition in Newcastle in February. And Anderson barrels in with the first maximum. That was a terrific match. Anderson averaged 103, MVG averaged 108. Finished all square, 6 apiece.
Michael, who used to winning on Thursdays, he's only won 2 of his last 5. And that's why he needs to win this evening to wrap up the league phase for the 5th straight year. We're looking to leave a 1 darter. And that 1 darter is tops.
Yes, as Wayne mentioned, that ropey run. He had to dig deep as well, Van Gerwen. That was levels. to draw 2 games. They drew against Dave Chisnell, 5-2 behind, and against Peter Wright from 5-1 behind.
And so a few of those.
Yeah, Chisnell got to 71 maximums tonight with 7 against Wade. Van Gerwen's had 55 in the event, and Anderson 51.
58. It's a bit sloppy after a maximum. We're going to be able to put Gary straight back in the leg. The problem with Michael recently hasn't really been his scoring or consistency. It's just been the outer ring. Slightly off, especially around the 8-8 area. The 171 has left him 92, 60 for 32. Wow.
Well, 11 dart leg there. Well, the 2 legs on throw from Van Gerwen have been very good.
You mentioned that loss to Peter Wright at the weekend in Germany for Michael Van Gerwen. That was a case of missed doubles, but Peter Wright is punishing everyone's mistakes right now. And if Michael does slip up, he will be there to take that top spot. Never qualified for the finals before. What a way to do it.
Well, that's the way to do it. Looks like he means business here, Michael Van Gerwen.
132.
Remember, it was here that he averaged 123.4 against Michael Smith. That world record setting average
114.
last year.
170.
Another one would help.
96.
He's unlucky. For a
120.
break of throw, 60. 54 now. Bullseye for 3-1.
He's shown the Broadway. Michael Van Gerwen.
He's certainly not struggling on his finishing this evening. Averaging 110. This is a huge game for Michael Van Gerwen.
Aggression with authority.
96.
Controlling that aggression.
Controlled aggression, yes. Isn't it?
It's difficult. It's a difficult task.
140.
He looks really annoyed that he's been forced into this position, that he's got to get a result in the final game. And yet he hasn't allowed that irritation to derail him, has he? He's used it to focus himself.
Perfect dart.
83.
Disgusted at that, Gary, as you can see. Only 83 after that treble. Has that put him in trouble?
134.
Yes, it has.
Michael Grant, 93.
Well, only the setup available now, so a chance to break back here for Anderson, who should get at least 1 dart, tops. He went 2 double tops there.
40. Michael Grant, 40.
Not sure about that modus operandi. In any regard, he's coming back for another 3 at the same target.
Yeah, Michael will be bitterly disappointed with the second dart of those 3. After the first dart being so close. Should not have gone low. Well, Gary Anderson will feel like he was the rightful owner of that leg.
77.
That's a punishable score nowadays.
140.
Well, if Michael Van Gerwen goes on to win, he will finish top and Gary Anderson will finish 4th.
81.
So we'll be able to watch this again next week at the O2.
but also Phil Taylor versus Peter Wright.
96.
I think it's fascinating that Phil Taylor, in a year that he says will be his last, he's beaten Gary Anderson, Michael van Gerwen and Peter Wright in the Premier League. Superb, that. Will stay there.
95.
He's left 170, but I can assure you, after the first, he was trying to leave 132. It's all about the 57s at the moment.
98. Michael Brown, 170.
Wants the ball, will he?
145.
Well, he went for it.
He's been doing that the last few weeks. Rather than setting it up, he's been going for the bullseye, normally in the 25. And last week, he could not finish 25 for Toffee. He was going outside. Tonight, he takes out that 25. It's only a 2-dart combination, but they're massively important. He's in control of this match.
140.
He's more than halfway to the 7 legs he requires. He needs to win 3 of the remaining 6. Oh, now that's a game changer, possibly, if a loose visit comes in from Van Gerwen, which it does not. That's nothing. Light loose.
That's why he's a champion. There's so much on the line. He wants to win the league phase. Like I said, for the 5th straight year, he's been asked a question, and he comes up with 180, 180. Double 9 now. That's a cracking marker.
27.
Way off.
Well, again, a possible game changer, particularly now, because Anderson has 2 at 32. He's got 1 at 16. And Anderson checks out 86 after Van Gerwen missed with 3 in hand. And the game is back on throw. And Wright is back in with a chance of finishing top.
Michael van Gerwen has missed his last 9 darts at a double.
97.
Sorry, missed 8 out of the last 9. That's just not... It's not conducive to putting people to the sword, which he's so used to doing. He definitely looks slightly panicked on certain darts when going for the double. There's been 1 at tops, and that last dart at double 9. It's not what we've come to expect.
140.
Anderson has twice got the break back. Last time he failed to hold, though. But he's in danger of failing to hold again here, because Van Gerwen's up by 71 less these, and he will have a shot at 130. And a player of his calibre, you'd expect to get at least a shot at the ball.
Well, Michael van Gerwen, since the outset, has been the better player in this contest so far. But if you keep missing doubles and letting your opponent in, the likes of Gary Anderson will punish you.
94.
Well, 86 in the last leg from Anderson. And 86 in this leg from Michael van Gerwen re-establishes the 2-leg advantage.
Michael van Gerwen's tournament average is 104. He's averaging 104. So this is average.
100.
Well, that was a 3rd break of the Anderson throw by the Dutchman. Anderson has broken the Van Gerwen throw twice. 5 legs have gone against throw, and 3 have been holds of throw. Curious contest.
58.
Gary doesn't feel particularly good about his game, does he? He's having some darts that are not going in as he'd like. They're going in a bit flat. Maybe he's just that tiny bit nervous. And not opening as quick as he would like. He's Mr. 170 on the ball.
87. 60. Michael, you require 80.
60. Double 10. Decided not to move over.
In the end, Anderson had left himself too far adrift. And Michael van Gerwen wants double 5. And he's got it to go 6-3 up. Last start in hand. He'll pick up at least a point, but that's not really relevant. He's got to pick up both points. To do that, he needs one more leg out of the next 3.
Well, as that last start went in double 5, Michael van Gerwen looks absolutely desperate.
121.
He wants this so badly. You're going to have to work for it. Needs one more leg, Michael van Gerwen, and then it will all be settled.
For the second time in the match, he follows an Anderson maximum with one of his own.
80.
Another one here would leave him double 10. 100 would half his score.
100. Gary Rebel, 145.
Oh, tops then for a 145. Oh, wow! Gary Anderson delays the coronation of Michael van Gerwen as league leader.
Huge pressure. Huge pressure on Michael van Gerwen now. Oh, my. Peter Wright must be getting a bit excited in the players' room. Superb.
134.
If Gary Anderson can break, we'll have the darts in the final leg.
140.
As he searches for a draw that would do his Scottish World Cup teammate Peter Wright a huge favour.
Michael van Gerwen is in control of this leg. This is only the league phase. We've got the playoffs next week.
94. Gary Rebel, 161.
So, to top the league, Michael van Gerwen has 3 darts at tops. To be the tops. And he is the tops of the Premier League for the 5th straight year. Michael van Gerwen is the top of the pile in the Premier League. He gets home against Gary Anderson, 7 legs to 4, in a real thriller here in Aberdeen. And these two will meet again in the playoffs. The O2 a week tonight.
Van Gerwen low T celebration. 7-4 big 103.56 3-dart average. 4 180s, only 30% on the doubles. But Van Gerwen tops the table. The playoffs, first against fourth, second against third, says Michael van Gerwen against Gary Anderson and Peter Snake by Wright, Phil Taylor at the O2 next week. Breathtaking night in the capital. Top 3 players in World Darts, a 16-time world champion, the semi-finals and final in one glorious night of darts. 7 p.m, Sky Sports 3, the place to be. More reaction coming up after this short break.
Put your back into it, they'll say you won't come home. Put your back into it, don't lie, just run, it's on. Put your back into it, they'll say you won't come home. Put your back into it, don't lie, just run, it's on. Put your back into it. The greatest year of his life.
A fascinating match to round off the evening here in Aberdeen. Michael van Gerwen had to beat Gary Anderson to finish top of the league. He did that, 103.56 3-dart average. A 7-4 win. Opening up the night, Dave Chisholm, a 6-all draw with the machine, James Wade. Phil Taylor, hard-fought 7-5 victory over Adrian Lewis. Peter Wright went top of the table for a short time, 7-1 over Barney. But Michael van Gerwen stole the show, 7-4 over Gary Anderson. League table, 15 weeks of competition. Michael van Gerwen top of the table, 24 points. From Peter Wright, who's had a brilliant season so far on 23. Phil Taylor, 19. Gary Anderson, 18 points. Michael van Gerwen is talking to Rod Studd.
Michael, first of all, let me congratulate you on finishing top of the Premier League. But, yeah, 5 years running, so well done, really well done. But it was tough, wasn't it?
It was really tough this year. Peter was in my shadow all tournament through, and fair play to him, he did really well. But I really made it on the end. I still missed too many chances, in my opinion. I think my scoring was good, and yeah, I only can be glad because I won the table. I come here for 2 points. That's exactly what I did.
What was going through your mind when you went out knowing that you had to win? Because it looked early in the night, if Barney got a few more legs, a draw might do. Did that change the way you were thinking?
Of course, we are watching the darts behind stage, and they think, I hope there's coming a few nice results for me over there, but nothing was in my favours tonight. I only had one job to do, and that was win this game. And yeah, then you got Gary Anderson. He's not the easiest, especially not here in Aberdeen. Of course, he's getting crowd. I get booed a few times, but that's the way how it is. If I'm in Holland, they will boo other people, and you need to accept that, take it on the chin. But I'm glad I made it happen. I still, with the last few darts, I hit a couple of doubles, and yeah, it was really important for myself, for my confidence and everything. I've been busy the last few weeks. I moved in my new house with my wife, and yeah, I'm happy with this win, yeah.
As you say, that it's been a tough few weeks on the board as well, hasn't it? Results haven't been quite as good as we expect you to get.
I'm not playing rubbish, but I can do a lot better. Everyone knows that. I still throw 1 or 3, 4, 5 average, and everyone thinks that's bad. You know, I set a different standard to everyone, and if I don't reach it, I'm playing rubbish. That's how it is. But I won the 2 points, top of the table, and looking forward to next week, the O2.
Well, looking forward to next week because you beat Gary. You finished top and he finishes 4th, so you can get it on again with Gary Anderson at the O2. Just thoughts on that, Michael?
We spoke to each other. We told him, yeah, maybe you can get a way how to, but all the results was working against each other. So we're playing next week again in the semi-final. We did it before, so it's one of them things, and you have to play as good as possible if you want to win that tournament. And to be fair, me, Peter White, Phil Taylor and Gary Anderson, I think the O2 can't complain, because that's 4 really good. I think the top 4 darts players in the world are there.
Yeah, there'll be no complaints. I'm sure it'll be a fantastic night. You will go there as favourite, Michael. We look forward to seeing you play.
Thank you.